I'm CEO and co-founder of Grovemade. So we make products like this right here in Portland, Oregon. What's interesting about us is we're vertically integrated like Benchmade. We design and manufacture everything. So we're quite a bit smaller. We do about $2 million a year, and we get about 100,000 unique visitors to our site, just for kind of a sense of scale. So we started in 2009, and up till this year, we've been very focused on why do we do it. We've been internally focused. And the answer to why do we do it was pretty much, why do I do it? And it was pretty much, I want to make awesome stuff. So it wasn't really a real company. It was like my hobby extended to a bigger scale. So I wanted to make awesome stuff. I wanted to have a cool job. And then this summer I started thinking about why do our customers care. So this presentation is about my customer discovery journey. It's perfect to follow up David's talk because I never listened to our customers. I never even thought about them. And somehow I got away with it. But that's not going to last forever, right? So level one is just looking at the data. This kind of stuff I already knew, just Google Analytics, basic stuff like our demographic is mostly younger people, we're mostly male, we're 40% international. I dug into Facebook analytics for the first time, which was interesting. Macro level stuff, right? Level two is sending out some surveys. So these were good. I learned a couple things. You don't have to send it to your whole list. We did a survey, we got 200 answers, and we got a survey with 2,000. The data is the same. You don't need to send it to your whole list. Incentivizing helps. Allowing for write-in comments is really useful. People want to talk to you, so they'll just keep writing like paragraphs. And I read all of them. Level 3, research, otherwise known as cyber stalking. Okay? So what I did is I looked at our customer list for the last week, and I started just Googling every single person. And we made this little template where we'd put what they've ordered, lifetime, their picture from LinkedIn. We'd put like what their job is. And it was really interesting. Our customers are really creative, successful people, driven people like you guys here. A lot of entrepreneurs, creative directors, photographers. And we made these boards where we put it up on 3 boards. We filled 3 4x8 boards, and you could see all their faces. And it's a different impact than that first chart, right? Level 4, escalating a little bit more. Let's talk to these people versus video chat. So we talked to 30 customers for 30 to 45 minutes. We recorded it. And what I would do is I'd talk to them about them first. I wanted to get to know these people. Who are they? I'd say, like, where did you grow up? What did you do when you were a little kid? What do you do now? So these are a few examples. I really remember that guy because he was the nicest person I've ever talked to. After that talk, I felt really bad about myself. I was like, man, I'm kind of a dick. He was a banker, and he had actually bought our desk stuff before he even had his job. That's how passionate he was about our product. Level 5, drive 2,000 miles in a tiny car and go meet them yourself. So me and my girlfriend got in her little Fiat and went on some roads we're not supposed to go on. And we went all the way to Whitefish, Montana. I think somebody mentioned it earlier today. And it was kind of pseudo vacation / work. This is the first guy I met. He's Kirk Cornelius. He lives in Kalispell, Montana. So, interesting guy. He was a customer about 3 years ago, and he used to work in Portland at Ziba Designs, but he got laid off, and he took this big leap to start his own digital music consultancy. And what he did is his wife was from Kalispell, so they decided to move back there, and they live in this amazing mid-century home. I ended up staying 6 hours talking to this guy, and I was freaking out because I'm a photographer. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And it kind of turned into a photo shoot. That's not why I went, but it turned into a photo shoot. So like all that stuff, I didn't even stage it. That's how good a taste this guy has. And it was really cool talking to him because I got to learn like what makes him tick. He told me about how his family situation has changed and what's important to him has changed. He had a baby recently, and now his biggest thing is time. That's what's important to him. And you don't really have these kind of conversations with even your friends, right? So it was pretty cool. All right, this is Megan Osborne. She lives in Whitefish, and in this barn. Upstairs is her bedroom and her office. Now, this woman has an amazing life. She lives there with her dog, 2 cats, 5 or 6 chickens. And what she does is she works remotely for Cisco Systems. and she also does her own design work on the side, freelance. What's really fascinating about her is I've never met somebody that was so content with their life. She kept on mentioning how blessed she feels, how fortunate she is. Really positive person. That's her view every day when she wakes up, and goes to work. It was really interesting too. She got her Cisco job because she fly fishes, and when she told me that, I was like, "Can we go fly fishing?" So we went fly fishing. I took photos of her fly fishing. It was incredible. That's only like 10 minutes away from her house. And I got to kind of know like what makes her tick, just little things from around her home. You can kind of start to get to know people, right? You can't do that in a survey. This is Greg Hennis. This is my last stop on my trip. It was in Joseph, Oregon. So this guy, he suddenly bought this beat-up hotel in Joseph, Oregon, and started demolishing it himself, and he's rebuilt it to be kind of a Ace Hotel type concept. Incredibly successful. He was on the cover of Sunset Magazine. So I was supposed to be there for a couple days. I ended up staying for 5. Recommended it if anyone's out there. He's super inspiring. He's a serial entrepreneur. He started Clutch Camera here in Portland. He started a company called Campfire Cologne, which basically he sells twigs in a box to hipsters for $20. It's crazy. It's crazy. And he builds businesses. His goal is not to sell them, it's to have passive income. So they're specifically designed for that. So when I was there, he literally was leaving for a month. And he just started this thing like a year and a half ago. I was like, what? I've been doing my business for 7 years, and I've never taken that much time off. So this is my conclusion here. I think the future is really, why do we do it, which I've been thinking about a lot, and why do our customers care? And finding that intersection right there is where the magic is, I think. And I don't really know what it is, but that was the story of how I'm getting started doing that. So you got to talk to your customers, though. Got to talk to them, and as close away as possible.
That's awesome.
That's it. Thanks.
Nice job.